This is the new Nokia 7 Plus.
A delegation of 6 members of the European Parliament Committee on International Trade arrived in Sri Lanka yesterday on a 2-day visit to follow up on Sri Lanka's commitments made in exchange for access to the European Union market.
We are, of course, interested in the overall political situation. We are interested in security issues, judiciary matters, because it's very important for overseas investors and European investors as well to be certain that Sri Lanka is a stable and predictable country. We are here mostly to debate issues related with GSP Plus scheme. We are very keen to cooperate, to keep GSP Plus alive, and we are pretty certain that it will happen. It's necessary to speak a little bit about labor markets because those two things are connected. So we were curious about the implementation of some particular labor conventions and some international standards, and we'll be happy to help to go the same way together.
The EU Parliamentary Group's Standing Rapporteur for South Asia, Sajid Karim, also commented on the recent situation of unrest in the Kandy district.
So far as the most recent situation that erupted in Kandy is concerned, I'm not satisfied that actually adequate policing protection was provided to those who were under attack. Therefore, there is a need today for the government to reach out to ensure that cohesion and good community relations are reinstated. A positive demonstration of that is going to be by ensuring that there is no impunity from prosecution for the perpetrators of these acts, whoever they may be.
Members of the delegation also had strong words on the manner in which both the EU and the West is looked at by certain elements in Sri Lanka.
I have read one headline in some newspaper that said that this is another EU scrutiny on Sri Lanka. No, it is not a scrutiny. We are not here to scrutinize anyone. We simply want to communicate.
There is quite clearly certain sections of political discourse in Sri Lanka that likes to push this message to the Sri Lankan people that there are demands that are being made from Europe and possibly elsewhere as well. That is simply not the case. The point is that actually Sri Lanka has to want to lift its standards for itself. And we believe that the people of Sri Lanka genuinely are committed to wanting to raise their own standards. Does Sri Lanka wish to adhere to international standards for the good of equitable law enforcement or not? I believe the vast majority of Sri Lankan people certainly do. So language is very important. I have heard use of the phrase in parliamentary debates here in Sri Lanka before that the European Union demands. We demand nothing. This is a journey we are undertaking as equal partners with Sri Lanka in order ultimately to arrive at a place where we have a strong Sri Lanka, an open Sri Lanka, a vibrant Sri Lanka, a tolerant Sri Lanka.
Definitely Sri Lanka has adopted some necessary international conventions already. The question might be how successfully they are implemented, but the progress is measurable. We cannot say that those commitments haven't been kept. They were not, let's say, finished yet, but definitely they are being kept at the moment.
The issue of the GSP Plus scheme is that we have a review and monitoring mechanism, and one of the key things that we look for within that is a trend of improvements and a genuine commitment being shown with systems being put in place, ultimately allowing us to arrive at a situation that we know we will achieve the types of goals that we are looking for.